just trying to figure out what they're doing here at the Hoboken terminal. They're fixing up the ferry part. And there'll be work done on the plaza here. So it's a unique station that has a ferry terminal and a train station in one. And the ferry terminal used to be for the really large ferries, like that go to Staten Island, but now they're very little. They can still fit a lot of people on them, but they're much smaller. So this is the state of reconstruction at Hoboken Terminal, which always seems to be under some kind of reconstruction program. So here's what it'll look like when it's all done. And here's some infrastructure work that they've already done. This used to be where like trolley tracks came down, and they were still here as a couple years ago, even though they hadn't run streetcars in Hoboken in decades. But they still have the tracks there, so they've taken them out. Maybe that's what the curving lines are meant to represent, where they used to be. And then they've got a new paved bus area. And then there's a couple of high-rises going up. There's always at least one high-rise, it seems like, going up in the Hoboken, Jersey City area. And this is the train terminal. So the trains come in here, and you get off a train. You either take the PATH system, Port Authority Trans-Hudson, over to Manhattan, or you can take a ferry over to Manhattan. Ferry's more expensive. And here's the general layout. It has bus, train, ferry, and light rail. It's got everything. Talk about multimodal. So here's all the upcoming trains. And then it's got like 15, 20 tracks across. Train just coming in. They're all New Jersey Transit. I feel like someday it should have Amtrak, because Amtrak out of Penn Station in New York is always kind of a hassle. It'd be much more laid back if you could just come here and catch a train to Washington, D.C. And I've showed this before in previous videos, but this is the historic main waiting room, and it's just a jewel box of a station. And then when you walk through the doors across the way, that's to the ferry. And you can buy your ferry tickets in here. And someday, New Jersey will get its act together and make the area around the station nice. I mean, you can see Lower Manhattan and the World Trade Center across the way, but it's always been like this since I've lived in New Jersey, which is going on 14 years now. Looks really dilapidated. And they just built a substation here in a historic building. Didn't really take advantage of the historical aspect. So here's what one of the typical platforms with the historic canopies looks like without a train. And sometimes this area gets submerged in water when there's storms and high tide at the same time. It needs a lot of work still. You can see all the eroding concrete in the roof. And down below where the seawater maybe contributed to the erosion there. And there's lots of trains stored way down there. Put the telephoto on. This is where they've stored a lot of trains. They built in a corner of like dock or canal, and then they put tracks on it so they can store more trains here in Hoboken. But when you have the telephoto on, you can really see how the platform waves up and down. So I just wanted to show where the light rail comes in on the south side of the station, and these residential towers, that's the start of Jersey City, right next to Hoboken. So let's zoom in. There's one train. There's a line that goes up and down the west side of the Hudson in New Jersey, and for Hoboken Terminal, it comes here and does a stub end, and then it goes back out and continues on its way. So it's a busy station, but it's not. It's a little inefficient because you have to come in and then go back out if you're continuing on. And this is just the Jersey City waterfront. Interesting statue, I always thought. Some old piers, the wood sticking up, and that's Lower Manhattan. Across the way, it's a great ferry ride. I've shown it in a previous video or two. Alright, now I'm going to go back into the terminal and take the PATH train over to Manhattan. I'll show you the PATH station quickly. I have a couple of services here. I guess that liquor store would open up later. This is in 11 o'clock in the morning. And key thing is they have a Dunkin' Donuts, but not much else. There used to be more in the way of restaurants and a couple of shops, but they've all closed up ever since COVID. It's never come back. But they're doing work on the upper floor of the station. That's what's behind these walls. So that'll be nice. They'd really let it go. It had a ton of peeling paint and everything, but they're fixing it up. So we'll see what it looks like in another year or so. So this is the entrance to the PATH station, right next to the construction work. So you go around the curve, and the trains go to two places. They go to Lower Manhattan to the World Trade Center. That's the final stop, and then they go to Midtown Manhattan, Herald Square, 33rd Street. PATH train. It's going to leave first to go to World Trade Center. There's just a little more street construction going on. Looking north up River Street, downtown Hoboken. This is where those streetcar tracks used to be. So it's a view from a little deeper in to Hoboken Terminal. And they have these nice old New York City style entrances to the PATH system at this end. I hope they fix them up and keep them as part of the rebuild. I was describing to a friend the Hoboken Terminal and how it's like a forever reconstruction project. Someday, maybe it will be finished. So now there's an elegant way for buses to turn around and go back from whence they came. And closer, there's work going on at the Ferry terminal. There's a point of reference with the Empire State Building in Midtown Manhattan. This is a food court that used to exist, but now dining options are very limited here. And this is the Ferry terminal. A darker terminal you could not find. Not totally in the dark here, but it's pretty dark. And let's see if there's any ferries here waiting to leave. So one ferry you can take is to Pier 11 of Wall Street, which is, you go around the tip of Manhattan and then come around to the east side before you get to the Brooklyn Bridge. So here's a ferry coming in. As you can see, they're a lot smaller than the Staten Island ferry. And this goes across to the west side of Lower Manhattan. And you can see from this schedule it runs pretty often. Only 10 minutes apart. And then this slip is for ferries to Midtown. I don't think they run as often. Here's what the ferry terminal looked like back in the day when the ferries were larger. And they could take cars. And here's what Hoboken looked like a super long time ago. Before the train came, there was just ships, including tall ships. And the trains came and shipping was a big deal, and there were docks and piers up and down the Hudson on both sides, Manhattan and Hoboken / Jersey City. And here's a picture from 1907. And they still weren't taking advantage of the shoreline for passengers to walk along like a promenade. It's still kind of used for utilitarian purposes. This might look like a period picture, but it's from 2008 with the clock tower lit up and the Lackawanna sign also lit up. Very cool. So with the fans blowing, maybe you can still hear me, but this is the Hoboken waiting room. An architectural masterpiece. By the way, all the platforms are low level, so they have these mobile lifts. If you're a wheelchair passenger, they'll wheel it over to a door and help you get on. That's another thing they need to upgrade, high-level platforms here at Hoboken. One thing that slowed down any thoughts of totally reconstructing the station is several years ago, maybe a decade ago, one of these trains didn't stop at the end. The engineer fell asleep and it crashed right through the end blocks and ran into one of the pillars, and some of the structural work caved in and killed a woman. And they spent a year or two rebuilding just to get it back to its previous state of affairs. But that delayed other work that needs to be done and is being done finally. One thing is, if you want to go anywhere west of the Hudson River, either in New Jersey or New York on the train system, you have to come here to Hoboken. There's no trains that start in most of the trains start here in Hoboken. There's some in Manhattan that will go to points in New Jersey, but for example, if you wanted to go to upstate New York on the west side of the Hudson to take the Port Jervis line, you got to come over here. You could also leave from Penn Station in New York, but then you have to transfer at Secaucus Junction, which is a big modern complex in the middle of the Meadowlands. It's always kind of confusing, I think. The seating area is nice here in the waiting room, but it used to be frequented by the homeless population. This would really detract from wanting to wait for a train. So now they have a person here in a green vest who keeps an eye on things. We used to have someone stationed at the door to the men's room because there were a lot of people that were panhandling as you walked into the men's room. But it just shows you like the level of design of Hoboken Terminal. Even the men's room is stained glass. And the second floor, which is only open to staff, I think, will be open to the public in the future.